Now. Pues buenos días a todos otra vez. Segunda sesión de esta segunda jornada. En esta ocasión tenemos con nosotros a Baman Doyayen. Él es Sales Director EMEA de SoilScout, compañía tecnológica finlandesa que está dando sus primeros pasos en España. Así que, Baman, thank you very much for joining us. Please go ahead.
Pleasure. Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be here with you in the Gulf Tech Week 2024, Spain. So today, I would like to speak about how you can have a peace of mind in your golf course, in your daily stuff, and the thing that you engage 24/7 every single day throughout the year. I was reading a book, and it says that the best risk management is being a player, not a spectator. And based on what I know about you all, you're all playing the game of skill, and your daily decision shapes your golf course destiny and the experience of the people every single day. So SoilScout, hopefully, is your ally in this game for many years to come by providing underground real-time data, where the roots of your decision take place and take hold. So our solution ensures that the skin in the game you possess is informed by the most accurate real-time soil condition, directly feeding into your strategic moves for an unparalleled course experience. But let's discuss how we can do that. I'm going to share a story first. Nothing is better than the story and the experience of the golf managers around the globe. A general manager and director of agronomy, Mr. Andrew Johnston, which you may know him, he designed over hundreds of golf courses around the globe while working with big names like Arnold Palmer, Gene Bates, and many others. Around 5 years ago, they wanted to build a different system in golf course in Singapore, which has to be only use a single head control irrigation system for the whole big golf course in SICC. And many people ask why you want to use the single head irrigation control system. And he said that I knew the single head control gave you a better control of your water from golf course architect point of view. And because he have designed and built enough golf courses in areas specifically having really struggled for water availability, he said that he know that it could reduce the water consumption between 40 to 60%. Depends on the golf course layout and the location specifically, but still 40 to 60% is a big water saving amount. But then again, people ask him, how is even possible? And he mentioned that we all know that the golf courses have these highest spots and lowest spots, obviously. And the highest spots may need somewhere around 7 minutes of watering. However, the lowest spots might only need 30 seconds of water because obviously water runs downhill. If all heads are tied together in stations of 2 or 3, you've got basically not much choice, and you have to run your water, everything you have in 10 minutes or whatever time you have. So you are technically facing the overwatering situation. So for him, understanding the real-time data of the underground was and still is a key to make this precision water irrigation to the next level. That's why even today, as we speak, they are still upgrading the whole system with so many other sensors placed in one golf course and they are the only one in the world that they could achieve this much of water saving. I think they technically achieve over 57% based on the latest information I have in single head water irrigation, because the sensors give them the bird's eye view of the whole golf course 24/7 throughout the year in real-time data. So in your business, we know that the difference between good and great lies beneath the surface. SoilScout can deep dive and offer the groups of sensor to you, which act as the arm of you under the ground with the real-time data of moisture, salinity, and temperature. And this isn't just the data, it's your kind of, I would say, underground playbook. So with SoilScout, you're not reacting anymore, but you are proactively sculpting, making the picture of your golf course with precision irrigation and all the other practices you do on a daily basis. So you're going to experience perfectly time maintenance and impeccable turf health, even in the short run. It's a kind of edge that makes your green talk itself. So how we do it? This is a simple picture showing how the solution technically works. So this sensor in my hand, as the picture also shows, you put this sensor in the root zone in a depth you really care, in the zones you want to know more, in your holes, fairways, or greens, depends on your goal or your target. The only thing you need to know is that you put the sensors in horizontal way, exactly like the picture, and the antenna, which is this half round shape, should be toward the base station, toward this picture, which is the only object you have under the ground, which you can easily hide it by some trees or by some poles, in order to cache the information you want in a real time and upload them from this base station or receiver to the SoilScout Hub, which is the digital platform that you can have access with your phone, tablet, computer, and whatever system you use. So it is as simple as this. You just go to the zones that you really care about. You want to read more, you want to know more, start having a comparison of location by location, zone by zone, green by green, hole by hole, and you slowly understand more about your golf course to have a better decision making daily. But one question always arises is that most probably almost all of you using some sort of irrigation control system or other technologies. So the main question is that how SoilScout can connect to the other systems. I would like to tell you that it's a very easy thing for us to be able to connect to any current system that you're using in your golf course. We have two options, which includes the REST Open API and also the Modbus cable in some version. So you put the sensors in the location matters to you. And then if you have, let's say, latest Toro system, because we already integrated in Toro IntelliDash as well, can use the REST Open API to connect the data of the SoilScout to your dashboard or some other system, whatever you have, or use Modbus cable. For instance, the system that we are using with our partner in USA, Subair, for heating system under the golf courses or some other pitches that you usually have to connect through the cables. And then from there, you upload to that specific dashboard. So if you're using some other solution right now at the moment, you don't need to even have two different dashboards. You're able to integrate the SoilScout to the current one, whatever is more convenient to you. However, still we provide the way of data, the graph of data that would be quite different and valuable for you to even use it directly with our SoilScout Hub. But it's your choice. We can easily integrate our solution to other irrigation control systems. So to recap the sensor itself features is that this sensor is capable to measure the moisture with this middle plug and capable of measuring the salinity with these two golden coated probe, which makes the salinity measurement very, very accurate because of this golden probe. And the temperature inside this black chamber, including a battery, which works easily up to 20 years. This is really game-changing because in the business of measuring things, there are some things that you should really care about a lot. First of all, we usually say accuracy. Sometimes in soil point of view or agronomy point of view is not a very right word to use, but still as a common word of accuracy. In order to have the accuracy, you need to be able to measure in a right way. And also you need to be able to send this measurement as real time as possible so you can use it, not the data for the whole year, let's say one single per day, one single data per year, or some time of the day, or some point of the day. But you need to have the sensors scattered in your golf course so you have all builds up of data every single day. So you're able to understand the whole situation of your field with a different point of view. So you have comparison point, you're able to understand the changes throughout the year, throughout the season. And in order for that sensor to be able to give this to you, the sensor should be robust enough, apart from that accuracy, and it should be live long enough to stay there like forever. So you can build this data and you can trust that without disturbing the soil. Let's say you use some sensors, and if they have a battery, will die in a year or two, and then you have to remove and disturb the sensor again. So you basically cut the data from the moment you do that. So the SoilScout is designed to be fully buried for many years to come because of the battery life, because of the robustness. Even if you want to do the aeration, then you know the sensors, where to put them, or in which root depths you can avoid the aeration machinery to hit the sensors. That's why we have so many sensors active around the world, and only, I would say, 5 or 6 of them hit by the aeration machinery by the incident. Apart from, I mean, in 7,000 sensors, 5 to 6 sensors is basically nothing. So it's designed to be work for many years to come and quite robust. So the question is that after you install the sensor, what you will get? Why I say peace of mind? There are still so many other things that I will cover in this presentation. But let's do from this simple map view of the SoilScout Hub in your morning when you get up. So as you see, there are different examples that I would like to show you in this specific slide. Imagine that you are a golf course manager in this golf club. And then when you open the map, which is the first thing every single day in the morning, the golf managers or greenkeepers would like to do, is you come to your map and you go to the point that the sensor shows that you are about to be dry. So in this picture, the yellow color means that the situation of that location is about to be dry. So the simple answer to that is to turn on your irrigation. That's the meaning if you have a control system. You don't need even to go there. But this is what I'm saying. It's the first thing you go, because the golf courses, as we all know, it's a big area. You don't have enough time to cover every single location every single day. So it gives you the point that it matters to you to go to there first, immediately on the spot. So for this second picture, what I would like to highlight is that looks like these sensors are quite near to each other. This is not a zoom picture, it's a zoom out picture. But when you zoom in, it shows you something very valuable. And why it's valuable? Because it almost looks like the same location, but because of the in-field variation or some specific test running in that location, 2 of these sensors are in the wilting point, or they are even more than dry. They don't have any water. So it's good to understand why is that. Go to that location, find the solution, and fix the problem. But the thing is that when you think that you are in the same area, let's say one hole, probably every part of that hole is kind of homogeneous. But our experience throughout the world is that there is no such a thing in most of the cases. So the in-field variation, which is also in contact hand in hand with the field capacity, can make a lot of change in your golf course. And when you put the sensors and gather this information, you're sometimes surprised how different these locations are. And you ask yourself, how is possible? Because you have enough experience and work on the golf course for many years to understand almost everything. But the knowledge of the soil and underground, the good thing with that is that it always reveals the information ahead of everyone else in the business. What I mean is that anything happen in the soil, under the ground, it always starts somewhere between 5 days to 10 days before you see on top of the ground, before we all see anything on top of the ground. Yeah, like, yes, let's say the yellowish of the turf, or the black layer, or everything that we start seeing and observing after that. It always starts at least 5 days or a week before. And these sensors gives you the upper hand to attend before anyone else can do. Hence, you can save a lot of reactive costs, a lot of not knowing what's going on under the ground. So you have a preventative solution in your hand to be able to act very fast, quite timely. The next picture I would like to show you is this simple graph of water balance. So in SoilScout Hub, when you log in after you put the sensors under the ground, you have a couple of graphs plus the individual sensor view. In the graph, you have moisture, obviously, temperature and salinity, but we have this specific graph called water balance, which means the water availability of your different part of your field where your sensors are, which turf or plant can uptake, which is a very important element throughout any golf course. And we design it in a very, very simple way. Simple way meaning that it's designed to be act and work like a traffic light. So it's green, yellow, and red. As long as you stay in the green zone, you can say that easily that you are in optimized optimized situation in that specific point, or all the different points, or some of the points. So when you are approaching to the yellow zone, which means you are about to be dry, turn on your irrigation. So to do so, for this example, this is the golf course, by the way, located in Finland. And usually having a golf course in Nordic area is a very hard job to do, because you have a very, very narrow time to start your business and finish your business, because 6 months almost like a winter time. So you don't have that much to make money. You have to use it as best as possible. So the good thing with this golf course, Tali Golf Prop, is that they're using it for over SoilScout solution for over 10 years. And because of that, they are always, as they said, 3 weeks ahead of everyone else in the same business, preparation of the field, and they always have the field in use at least 2 weeks to 1 month more than everyone else, because they know they have an understanding of the soil, let's say temperature, which is important for this part of the world, and they know whether the situation of the golf course is in a balanced situation or not. So this simple graph provides the whole view optimization of the golf course. This simple graph can tell you how much you can save, or you already saved water, or how much you can save water, and what's the total situation, which I can explain in the Q&A with more details. So the next is that everything I just said could be just a presentation to you. So we always would like to see the success stories. They said that success leaves clue. So across continents, golf courses have turned challenges into champions with SoilScout during the past almost 11 years commercially. So from historic links of Scotland to the sun-kissed courses of California, course managers are witnessing a transformation. Hearing their stories, see the results, lush fairways, resilient greens, and reduced costs. These are the simple results they have achieved. So I would like to share some testimonials with you so you see yourself, your comrades and your colleagues, what they do and how they use the SoilScout solution. This picture is I purposefully use this picture because today, as we speak, we have over 720 customers, not 500 plus anymore. And in this 200 more we have during the past 7 years, past 7 months, almost 50% of golf courses, mainly in Europe and USA. So we are much ahead in the golf business sector compared to other sectors that we provide the solution. And this would be interesting for you. There are 210,000 new soil measurement, which today is somewhere around 220 something. It gives us a very, very good understanding of the soil behavior. So the expertise in the SoilScout is everything and anything under the ground. This is what our customers and clients around the world relying us on to provide them what's the meaning of the data they see right now on top of the ground, or what they are seeing right now real time under the ground. And we have experienced quite interesting changes in the world when they start using the solution in the golf courses specifically. Change of behavior, change of practice. Saving the water is the minimum thing you can achieve with SoilScout. There are some testimonials that are my favorites, so I share some of them with you. For instance, John McLaughlin, the course manager of Wallasey Golf Club. Wallasey Golf Club used our solution starting around 4 years ago. And John specifically said that he loves having control and having a real-time data in every 20 minutes, even when he is not in golf course, and he's able to control the situation of the wet spot and dry spot, which remove the lots of pressure out of his shoulder, and he feels in control even when he is at home. The reason I said a peace of mind, because in every single testimonials we talk with all these golf course managers, they all use the word peace of mind. That's why I also choose the presentation title for today as a peace of mind, because this is really important for us. They don't talk about the saving or do this or do that anymore. They always say peace of mind, peace of mind. And this is really valuable when we see such feedback. Then we go to Ben Barrell, the course manager of the Hallamshire. So he also mentioned that I've definitely say the SoilScout sensors have given me a peace of mind again, reading regarding the decision making. When I was with him during the installation, he really had, I would say, day-to-day decision making frustration in a very big golf course with very high demand. And he was really happy, even after 3 weeks, which was not much for a golf course to start changing and see the changes. But he was still happy after 3 weeks of data to how he can easily make a decision without doing loads of other decisions. So he told that time that he's supposed to make hundreds of decisions per day, and now he has to only make a handful of them, which again goes back to the peace of mind. And then Mr. Angus MacLeod in Belfry Hotel and Resort. He mentioned having 56 holes requires a significant amount of water management, which you all know that very well. So every effort counts. Our water is also recycled CT water. So it will be interesting to monitor salinity level to implement better timing of fertilizer application. And I think this is something that resembles in Spain, in many locations of the Spains too, having this recycled water or water treatment that you have to use in your golf courses. Some of the golf courses, at least as far as I know, it really makes the situation of salinity quite critical. That has to be monitored on the spot, real time, to be able to make a decision. And the last one, I just add this slide. I never had it up to 2 hours ago because I just saw that Mario posted in his LinkedIn. So I contacted him that if I can use. He did not answer, but I was very interested to show you and his comment in Spanish. Just installed it a couple of weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm like to see that how happy he is by mentioning that he can measure it everywhere in real time without being the point of the data, but the whole is not the single point of data anymore, but the whole view to be able to control better in Salobra Golf Resort. And I thought it would be valuable, obviously, to put it as a last style of the testimonial in this presentation. So the last but not least, I think we can discuss more, obviously, in the Q&A session, but I hope the choice is clear for you by now. You can connect with us, connect with myself, my team, any of us through the LinkedIn, WhatsApp, any social media you prefer, call, email, and let's explore together how we can provide a tailor-made solution for you. This is something that I would like to emphasize. We provide a tailor-made solution. And the reason I say that is because we always provide the site plan suggestion for our customers when they want to start using the solution. We don't simply provide some sensor and tell them, please go and install. It's not like that. We go through it together with our agronomist. We create a site plan according to your soil type, according what you want to achieve. If you have any problem that you would like to goal, if you want to solve something, if you have different zones, if you want to have a comparison point, based on what you want, then we provide this solution. It's not a solution to be on top of the shelf, everyone can take and go, but we build it together. So I would like to really emphasize on that to see what we can do together. Plus, the last news is that, as I mentioned, we just integrated to Toro IntelliDash a couple of months ago in GCSAA in USA, and just wanted to announce it today again officially. The solution will be available soon in Europe, and hopefully all of you can use it. Thank you so much.
Baman, thank you very much for your explanation. So this is we are opening time for questions. ¿Alguna consulta que queráis hacer a Baman acerca de SoilScout, acerca de la gestión de datos? ¿Nadie se anima? Baman, no questions ahead.
Okay.
So, thank you very much for your time. Gracias a todos por la asistencia. Recientemente hemos empezado a trabajar con SoilScout, así que todas las novedades que vayan surgiendo acerca de SoilScout dirigidas al mercado de golf, al mercado del golf español, pues las iremos publicando en Golf Industria y estaréis puntualmente informados. Así que, Baman, thank you very much, and we're done.
Thank you. Have a good day, everyone.
Nos vemos en la próxima sesión. Buenas tardes a todos. Hasta luego.